Hey guys, this is Noble Struggle here with part 21 of the Siege of Kamino. Now, real quick, before I forgot, I went ahead, I was looking at the editing real quick, and I realized this guy never went, the Magnificent or whatnot, for round 7. And I was wondering why he hasn't moved, and then I realized I never moved him because I forgot to flip over his dial. So I put this reminder right here that he is going to go ahead and go and finish out his turn. Luckily, he did not die. So, all is well. He will go ahead and use the concentrated fire attack and front firing arc and the front firing arc. Whole lot of dice. Reroll because he has a token for concentrated fire as well. That is that. So he will half the damage. Now down to 2 damage in the crit. He went ahead and redirected one hole, well, shield. And then he'll cancel out the crit. And he'll, oh, never mind. He won't cancel out. He has 2 shields, 2 damage there. So he'll just go down to 0 shields and do a salvo fire back. Salvo fire in the front firing arc. That is 2 damage in the crit. And after some debate, he will just go ahead and take. One thing to note for this secondary attack is, well, first off, this guy actually has range to be able to shoot from his side arc to this guy's main front arc. So that's what he's going to do, especially because of how low he is. But one thing that I thought is if 2 squadrons are engaged with each other, they can't be shot at by capital ships. But it's called anti-squadron firing rather than just blanket like Battlestar Galactica just shooting everything. So after I looked into the FAQs, I found out that if the squadrons are engaged with another squad, you can indeed shoot those. So the debate right now is, do you finish off the Venator or do you go ahead and shoot these 3 remaining? He is going to go ahead and shoot the Venator, but going forward, that then makes a lot more things interesting. And we're not done yet with Armada, so there's plenty more to come. Speaking of side to front, 3 dice, a hit and a negate. And so that negated the crit and the cancel crit, and the hit goes through. And of course, their movement or whatnot, there's not much to move, so he just basically went one slide and bumped right into them, causing 1 damage each. This Venator's now at 1 life remaining. The question for the Republic on round 8 is, who will go first? What ship should go first? Is it this Venator to try to take out this province? Is it this Venator to try to take out the Magnificent and then start to recover? Or is it one of these Peltas to go ahead and try to fire into a side arc that's open? Probably this Venator. Ooh, that's tricky. If this guy doesn't go first, he's basically dead. If this guy doesn't go first, then one of these are basically dead. We'll see. All right, Xwing, let's go. As you all know, the GC Consular Cruiser has went ahead and survived and made it to Xwing to help support and take out the squids. Now with that, I have figured out a way to move the dial for right now. I have a paper cutout of a specific dial that I custom made for him off of a really neat website, and same for his card and everything else. But if you notice, he already has a lot of damage to him. He had 15 damage in total, 15 life in total, but he now is only at 8 hull remaining because he took 7 hits. That's because he took damage during Armada. So the rough ratio was, he had 4 health in Armada, he has 15 health in X-Wing, so basically half of that is a 7 damage to the X-Wing model. So he is not fully functional, but he's still functional enough to come help the fight. Without further ado, let's remove the greens and set the dials. A little bit of narrative story real quick. Shaak Ti's defending against the 2 squids coming in. This turn, this squid most likely would be able to hit the city of Kamino, starting the Legion battle. The other ships or whatnot are trying to tie in the remaining of the scouts for the Separatists. The extra Republic group or whatnot, accidentally nudged that guy, has came in to come help, but is slowly creeping in. More Republic is coming in to try to stop it. But there's something else joining this round. There is something else brewing, and the Separatists are not done with their surprises just yet. And out of the breach comes another squid. No, we have not removed 1 squid from the battlefield. We have now gained a 3rd. And with that, rupturing through the ocean or whatnot, has ambushed the incoming group of Republic fighters, bombers, and gunner ships or whatnot. GC Consular thought he'd be the hero into it, but instead, he is the equal against a new incoming squid. Remember, This guy's speed, whatever he goes, does the damage, and he's going usually 5. 5 can kill any ship he hits. This is the beginning of X-Wing. Now, with the new 2 big ships entered the Battle of X-Wing, let's set all of these dials and move forward. Alright, all dials and shiny things are now turned. Now let's begin. It is the red phase, so Separatists will go first on their move. So the first thing is the HMP running right into my pile of tokens. He went ahead and moved forward 3. He's got a group of B1s that he wants to deliver onto a random place onto the platform. This headhunter went ahead and moved up 3, losing his stress and gaining a focus. By the way, some of you might be curious on who's in the third Aqua Droid. It is a B1 group, a B2 group, and 2 Droidicas, along with these guys. This Vulture Droid went ahead and did a hard 1 turn and calculate. X went ahead and moved up 4 and then target locked the Tri-Droid. The Tri-Droids went ahead and snuck past, doing 3 straight forward. Both LATs went ahead and moved up. I forgot to move this number 2. That's why both of them moved at the same time. But moved up 3. They have not found a way to get a non-stressful action into this turn without being chased down and or shot at. So they are both still stressed. That will go to a lot of those guys as well. This Vulture Droid did a 2 hard right and calculate. V-Wing did a hard 1 turn, still retains the stress because it was not a basic action, but is now in good terms to shoot down that Vulture Droid. V-19 in the back went ahead and did a 1 slight and focus. The Y-Wing went ahead and moved up 2 forward and doing the focus. Arc 170 doing a 2 slight to the left and focusing. Ahsoka went ahead and went 5 forward, then boosted and boosted again thanks to her ability. V-19 went ahead and moved up 4 and target locked Tri-Droid. Y-Wing Bomber went ahead and did a 2 slight to the side. Arc 170 moved up 3. Shakti pulling a near miss, doing a 2 hard right, and using a force to target lock. Anakin went ahead and moved 5 and boosted, but gained some buzz droids. Obi-Wan did 5 forward and only did 1 boost because he would have rammed the squid otherwise, and did a focus. GC Counselor moves up 2, target locks the squid and focuses. The squid moves 5 forward and target locks the LAT and focuses. The squid does a 4 turnaround, and let's be honest, it was within like a quarter of an inch, so I just aesthetically put him there as latching. The squid is now latched on to the fight and is ready to deploy in Star Wars Legion into the platforms. And Not War is the first squid to land. Let's move this guy now. This guy went ahead and did a 5 forward and double focused. We are now getting to the landing of the Siege of Kamino with these Aqua Droids coming to fight in these Phase 1 clones. Can Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan get there in time to help fight while these LATs also get there? It's coming down pretty quick. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. During the activation, during the system phase, both of these Y-Wing bombers deploy the bomb, which would be right here and right here. At range 1, they go ahead and hit anything, causing 1 damage. So there's 2 damage to the squid by these bombers. And with that, that is the end of movement of round 7 of X-Wing. Now we'll get into the shooting, which, by the way, this turn will be shooting at this squid. The way we're going to do that is roll a dice, and this is not going to be the shot, but roll a dice, and on the blank, it's a blank, a hit, a crit, a crit. That's just the easiest way to do that, and that takes up a turn for X-Wing rather than Legion. But we'll have to keep track, because you can also shoot in Legion. Another thing to keep track of. But I'll see you guys next time in the Siege of Kamino.